Now you can see it.
Great, I'm excited. Huh? Oh my god! Oh my god!
What is it?
Hello gorgeousnesses and fabulous viewers, I am your host Jojo and I'm thrilled to inform you that today is another exciting day. We are going to have another DIY project. This time we're going to create dresses inspired by the latest Barbie movie. Yes, that's right, it's Barbie the movie. Oh, there's something on the door, let me check. Oh, look what we have here. It's a package from Warner Brothers Studio. Have you watched the Barbie movie recently? Of course, who didn't? I did. Well, I'm also with our amazing CEO, Joanna. She was there with me. In fact, the Barbie movie Margot Robbie's performance was outstanding. Let me put this down, it's quite heavy. Were you excited about the movie? Well, of course I am too. The most anticipated blockbuster movie ever. By the way, guys, do you like my outfit? Thank you, Ella Superstarr, for providing me this beautiful outfit. It is now available on their website, so check them out. Now back to our show. Before we dive into creating our fabulous dresses, I want to remind all our viewers to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ella Superstarr, and of course, don't forget to like and share our videos and follow our Instagram page as well. Don't miss out on any videos of the fun projects we have because we always updated it for you. Let's begin, shall we? So you know everything about Barbie the movie, right? Because for sure, everything is all over the world and you've seen a lot of advertisement, toys, and even clothing. It's everywhere. Of course, I'm excited about the whole project and the whole Barbie the movie, but originally I planned to make the dress with the same gingham fabric pattern, but then I had an idea. I'm going to use a pink stripe instead with cherry as a print. It's my way of interpreting the style without directly copying it. Then we need a sharp scissor like this to cut the fabric. Threads that matches the color of each fabric you chose. I use a salmon and pink color, which I like. And we also need some patterns, which normally I separately create a video because creating patterns is quite a bit too long for these videos. So right now we already have prepared these patterns for you. So basically I have these parts. It has the front bodies, the bustier, the front skirt, and the back skirt. I also created a different type of skirt, which is also a shorter version from the previous one. It has a dart at the back and also a cut at the front of the skirt, so it gives that really different style and look. Now I have everything prepared, so I'm gonna start cutting the fabric with these patterns. Of course, we don't need to forget the main essential, which is the brother machine or any other type of professional machine or domestic machine or portable machine. It should be fine to create this type of project. It's do it yourself, so I believe you can do whatever you like. So here the fabric is being cut from the pattern that I've used. Actually, I changed my idea to have a little bit of like voluminous skirt instead of a pencil skirt. So you see there is a long rectangular pattern here as a skirt. It measures 6.5 by 30 centimeter wide. This is one side of the bustier, so we're going to create a dart. So here at the bottom, we're going to sew the dart panels. At the wrong side of the fabric, I normally mark it with a fabric pen to make sure my darts are correctly in place. Now the bustier darts are sewn, so both sides should have this correct dart alignment, which it shows also at the back like this. And normally it's so small, so I only use my hand to make it flat. But if it's a bigger body darts, then it should be using by iron. So before I attach both bustier on each side on these bodies, I'm going to create a mark by using a trick marker pen. What I like about this one is because it is like a room temperature or air disappearing effect. So basically you don't need water or anything, it fades in 2 to 3 days or so, or even in few minutes. Depends how much marking that you produce or create. In this way, I'm creating a seam allowance because this is my marking where I'm going to cut the fabric. Then I create these small cuts around these edges to give an ease when you're going to fold the fabric or the seam allowance. Cutting some small edges like this, it gives me a little bit of meditation, or of course you need to concentrate to make sure it's both balanced, and you have to do it on both sides, so then later on it's easy for you to fold. And then I'm starting to fold over the seam allowance on the wrong side of the fabric, but it seems to be like it's quite a bit difficult because it's so tiny, and I would like it to be a bit more shaped, so I'll do it this way instead. Maybe it's easier, so you do it slowly. As you see, the cut fabrics are becoming more easy to fold over, so then it follows a shape of a half circle. I make sure it should be flat as possible, then when I'm using the iron, it's easily for me to flatten it. Next is to iron the seam allowance to make sure it's super flat, and then it will be easier for me to sew later on. Then the result will look like this. It's really nice and flat, and on the correct side you see it looks really nice and clean, and it's ready for attaching the bustier. And then I attach the bustier one at each time, and I do a top stitching around here, and it will look like this, very nice and clean with a top stitch around it. And then also we're gonna repeat the same process at this corner. After sewn, now the bustier will look like this. Even at the opposite side it looks clean and well done. Then to finish the look, we're going to attach a strip of fabric with the same fabric serving as a lining at the inside, so then it will look very professionally done, and it has a neat appearance once it's been sewn together. When attaching the fabrics, I always use 0.5 milliliters on the seam allowance, so then it's not so bulky. At the same time, it's really clean and always look sharp and flat after ironing. Then the result will look like this, very clean and sharp after ironing. There's a little bit of detailing on the bustier, like a piping to look at, and then I will attach a top stitching around it to secure the whole fabric. Next is we're going to create this ruffled skirt. This is 30 centimeter by 6 centimeter long, and also I'm stitching the bottom of the skirt to have this top stitch around like this, and 2 wide 5 millimeters on opposite on each side. This is to create a ruffle effect once you pull the thread from one side together, and basically it will look like this, and you just push it down and create the space, or create how much wide you want it on a skirt. I wanted to create a super ruffle effect, so that's why I put them all so close to each other, and it will look like this. And finally we can attach together the top bodies and the skirt by sewing top stitch around it. Once done, it will look like this. And also I removed the bottom stitches from the skirt. This is a loose thread which is easily to be removed to create this beautiful ruffle with a clean sewing around it. Then we close the back end of the skirt to make sure that it's all secured together. Before we attach the closure, I want to make sure this dress will fit snugly on the doll, but it looks like there's enough fabric at the back for closing it, but it's okay. I was thinking also creating a strap here, but I'm not sure yet, so I will decide later. After sewing top stitch around both sides of the skirt to close, then we can proceed on placing the buttons, or you can use a metal clasp, which I am using normally for the back because it's clean and nice and beautiful. Finally, the whole metal clasps are attached, so we can try and test it together if it's aligned to each other, but it looks like it is, so it looks really nice and clean at the back, at the same time on the front as well. So maybe we should try it with our beautiful doll Ella Baxter. She's a bit naked at the moment, but make sure that I will not expose her too much. So now let's try it in and see how she will look with the new dress. Here is Ella Baxter wearing this beautiful inspired the Barbie movie outfit with a striped pink and cherry as a fabric pattern. Isn't she beautiful? What do you think, guys? This could be a fashion frenzy Ella Baxter first episode dress, but who knows, maybe we can do another outfit. But looking at her, she's gorgeous with her Porsche car. Hey gorgeousnesses, have you watched our fashion frenzy episode? Don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any episode and videos that we uploaded. So let's do a recap from the last episode of Fashion Frenzy.
Hello, House of Legrand. This is Violet speaking. How can I help you?
Violet, my dear, I have some fantastic news. Lulu is invited to be the closing showcase designer at the Paris Fashion Week Couture Show.
Oh mon Dieu, c'est fantastique.
Dio mio, solo Dio. Is this for real? Now you can see it.
Great, I'm excited. Huh? Oh my god. Oh my god.
What is it? I told you it is not La Chic.
So what are you waiting for? Watch the whole video on our YouTube channel and stay with us until the end, because there's another giveaway alert and for you to answer the questionnaire at the end of this video. Now let's go back to our show. So now I decided to make another dress inspired by Margot Robbie's outfit from her red carpet. Basically, she was wearing a Moschino dress with pink glitters on it. However, I kind of like interpret it in an own way because I really don't want to copy anything from the brand, and also it's another way of interpreting my own designs. So then I cut another fabric in a different color, which is a salmon pink. I really like this because this is also Barbie the movie motif color. Here we have the bustier. It's similar as it is where I put the darts and put a marking on it, but this time I'm going to use a tip or like a prim glue to make sure to secure, not to entangle the fabric. So we're gonna use this one on all throughout the side of each fabric. Then we create the darts of the small bustier. It will look like this, similar from the previous dress. And of course we're gonna attach it again the way how we attach the other bustier. We repeat the process by cutting the seam allowance and then iron it on the wrong side of the pattern following the slope of the bustier. Then sew it together with top stitching and then it will look like this. Then we do it on another side of the bustier again. So I wasn't very sure on how this bustier would look like because I think it is really nice to have a short version of the bustier. And then I lower it down and look how would the pattern will be, or maybe I should cut the bottom of it just to make sure that it will fit perfectly as a two-piece outfit. Then I cut a strip of fabric selvage, which is the same color of the fabric around here, and attach it all together. As you can see, I normally ironed it so then it becomes super flat at the back, so it will look very clean and sharp at the front. Then I tried it with a towel and check also how much fabric I should need to close and put a mark on it to make it look perfect. And I realized that there's so much bulk in the bustier, so I decided to make it a little bit short. Now I've marked everything on the bustier of how much fabric I should remove, as you can see here at the bottom. I also marked the back part of the bustier. This is important for me because I make sure it will fit properly, and the metal clasp I'm attaching around here as well. Now I have cut the extra fabric at the bottom of the bustier, but before I'm going to sew this area with the top stitching. I'm gonna glue first with using the prime glue, and this is to secure the fabric in place. Then I let the fabric dry for a few minutes before I'm going to sew the edges. Then attach the metal clasp. As you can see here, it looks really nice and clean. I will try to close it together so to make sure that it's working properly and it fits snugly on the fabric. So it looks like this, very nice and super cute, as you can see. And voila, it looks super chic and very cute on our Elise doll, but I've just noticed that the bustier is a little bit low on her breast, so I'm attaching a strap perhaps. So I'm deciding to create it here and then goes around at the back at the same time on the other side. I'm gonna use these pearl strips, which I have it for a long time, as the strap of the bustier, and then I'll cut 2 strips and attach it around here, the corner next to the metal clasp like this. I sew it by hand so that it's easy for me to attach together. So this is the final look of the bustier. Isn't it super cute? I like it so much. It has a real nice contrast between the pearls and the color of the bustier, and Elise looks super chic, as you can see. I really like this a lot, so it becomes a bit of more stylish. If you remember those crop tops in the 90s where there's a pearl and also a nice denim, super cute. Up next is sewing the skirt. So we have the front bodice, and then we're going to attach this side part of the skirt. But before that, we're going to create the dart first and sew it all together. I create a mark, something like this, to make sure that I know where I'm sewing on the dart. Then the darts will look like this. It's really nice and clean, as you can see also on the front. Afterwards, we're going to attach this back part of the skirt on the front bodice and then sew it all together. Then repeat sewing it on the other side and it will look like this. I also attach a strip of fabric selvage at the bottom of the skirt, and it will look like this, the same as the bustier. And also I sew top stitch on the top part of the skirt to have a clean edging, and a little bit of side top stitch to create fine details. Then we're going to close the skirt, make sure they are both aligned to each other, and then top stitch here. The metal clasp is also attached, so I'm checking if it's perpendicular to each other. So it looks great and it's perfect. Here is the finished product. So let's try the skirt with our Ella Baxter doll, and et voila, she is super chic and magnifique in both pink crop top with pearl straps and pencil skirt. The combination exudes elegance and style. But wait, Isabel has also a stunning outfit to wear, and she will look amazing in a mini pink striped skirt with a cherry print dress. And also the girls enjoyed riding the red Porsche and were now ready to take a stylish tour through the city. Thank you all for joining us on this fabulous fashion journey. We're thrilled to have you as our gorgeousnesses and fabulous viewers. If you have enjoyed our previous clip, and of course, you will enjoy this current Fashion Frenzy episode, don't forget to show us some love by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel. Now, here's the exciting part. Throughout the series, we'll be running a special giveaway, and at the end, we'll announce our lucky winner who will receive the latest absolutely gorgeous Ella Baxter doll. Isn't this amazing? So make sure you stay tuned for every episode, as we'll be creating a fun questionnaire at the end of each one. To enter the giveaway, simply answer the questionnaire and text your response down below. Remember, you have to be it to win it. So get ready to unleash your inner fashionista and participate in our exclusive giveaway. So good luck everyone, and here is the question. And always remember to be amazing, be yourself, and stay absolutely gorgeous. Until next time, bye for now.